There's a cap in DC. There's a Senate bill in DC about there's a cap on how many properties that corporations can buy, because what they were doing is they were making people permanent renters. Not cool. So how do I take advantage of building wealth when I'm competing with a corporation who got an endless amount of goobs and gobs of money? So if I'm a seller and I want to get the most money from my property, or I want to sell the quickest, who do you think I'm going to sell it to? Whew. Who do you think I'm going to sell it to? I'm going to sell it to the highest bidder, or I'm going to sell it to the person who offers me the best terms. Sometimes the highest price is not the best term for me, because what if I just want to get out of the property in 2 weeks or 2 days, and a corporation is able to do that? And so you have that person, that corporation that's competing with the home buyer. That's not fair. And so they had to initiate, and I'm glad that they've initiated legislation to limit the competition between corporations. So there is an advantage, but I do want to tell you that you got to follow the money, because it's just like gentrification, y'all. Think about it. I get so tickled and upset because I feel like our people are reactive and not proactive. Why do I say that? Because y'all get pissed off at people because they didn't bought grandmama's house. They bought grandmama's house. They bought grandma. Well, you didn't keep grandmama's house. Why are you mad at somebody else? Because they saw the value in something that you didn't see the value, and now you mad at them. Liar. Now you marching. Liar. Gentrified. What? Why are you mad at them? Leave people alone. They bought this house fair and square. You know why? Because you sold it to them. And now you want to be mad at them because they didn't bought grandmama's house. No. So you got to start being proactive. So all the people who lost grandmama's houses in these tax sales, and then I hear people say, well, the reason why they lost grandmama's house is because the taxes were too high. Grandmama's house was paid off. You mean to tell me you couldn't pay a $2,000 tax bill for the year, or a $3,000 tax bill for the year, or a $5,000 tax bill? You couldn't divide that mug up by 12 and pay it off. You couldn't go make arrangements with the tax assessor to take care of the tax bill. You couldn't do that. No. You can't take responsibility for losing grandmama's house. No, it's your fault while people are coming into your communities. DC used to be Chocolate City. It is no longer. It is Caramel. It is Swirl City. My daughter has her property is near Southeast DC, where it is totally gentrified. You cannot find a home over there under $1 million. It's crazy. And so it's because people have, they've allowed people to purchase their grandmama's houses that were paid off. And now you mad because now the neighborhood looks different. Or the remaining people who are still left in the neighborhoods like you, Cundro, they looking at them like they crazy. Like, what are you doing here? I go to Oakland, Down University. No, that's Palo Alto. That too. Dang, what's Oakland over there by Fox Theater? Dang, it's been a minute. It's been a few years since I've been to Oakland. But you go over there. Oh my God. I can't even think. Somebody tell me. But now they jogging. They got their big dogs. Somebody said they big dogs. They got their big dogs. They jogging. They pushing strollers, and they looking at you like, the hell you doing here? Where am I at? Am I in Oakland? They had a little townhomes now where the hood used to be, because you sold your property. Don't get mad at them. You're mad at yourself. Okay? So you have to be proactive and not reactive. And so now what I'm telling you now is, okay, y'all done lost grandmama's house. You done missed out on some opportunities, but there are still opportunities in the areas that you can still purchase at, but you got to want to do it. You don't want to do it. And I understand you don't want to die. So you don't want to live in areas where you're going to die, but there are still opportunities. Many of you you work remotely. You're able to purchase property anywhere.